Excuse me. Good morning. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, RJ. Hope you're both well. Good morning, Leanne. Just in case you didn't know, it's the 23rd of January. It is freezing brass monkeys out there. Oh, right. So serious. No, it's not serious program. Stream. But did you know? I might have told you this before. This is just a side note that you know the phrase "freezing brass monkeys." You might know this already, but it comes from ships where they used to have cannons on there, and I think they were called. I think was it the actual. Yeah, I can't remember what the cannon was called, but when it was really cold, the cannonballs that were stacked up ready to be fired out the cannon, sometimes they froze together. I think I've got this right. Sometimes they froze together, and then so that obviously they had to try and get them apart to use them, and that's where, and they called it frozen brass monkeys or freezing brass monkeys, and that's I've probably murdered that explanation, but that's where the phrase comes from, freezing brass monkeys, those frozen cannonballs on ships. Anyway, there you go. It's that outside, but oh my God, it's beautiful. I mean, for somebody who feels the cold, and I am currently, I've got a tea and I am under my granny blanket, my heated blanket. It's so beautiful. It makes up for it. Outside my window, we've got this really hairy tree out on the front pebbles, and it's all white. It's beautiful. Right. Okay. Right, a few more good mornings. Good morning, Pete. Good morning, Simon. Good morning, Jewel. If ever that's not you, Simon, it's Faye. Oh, Faye, if that's speak up. A good evening, Dawn Sherry Paul. Oh, good evening, beautiful people. That's nice. Good morning, Catherine. Right. Bills and Moon, good morning. I love hearing where old sayings come from. Yeah, I think I've got that correct. That's where freezing brass monkeys comes from. Good morning, Fix It. Good morning, Dig. And good morning, Rachel. So I suddenly feel like really little there. Yeah. So I'm going, title. I just want to break down a couple of sales I had fees wise, one on eBay and one on Depop this week, because I found it quite shocking. And I'm sure you know what the fees are, but still, I still found it quite shocking. So I'm just gonna go over that again so that we're all clear, you know, what we're actually ending up with. And then I have 10 items that I've picked up this week. I only went sourcing twice this week, that I am confident you can flip for, get your money back and make a tenner profit minimum. I mean, most of it is bread and butter. Most of it is like a tenner back. But I know lots of people are struggling. I mean, I was struggling. I struggled last summer. I mean, aside of reselling, I am struggling. I think what I'm trying to show you is 10 things which I just picked up in the Chazzers. Nothing spectacular. They're in lots of Chazzers. You can pick these things up, and if you want to put the work, if you're willing to put the work in, this sort of thing sells. Right. Okay. Sorry for gulping tea down, but that was lush. Oh yeah, so a couple of fee breakdowns. I just want to go over this because so eBay, I sold a hand knit. It was a grey cable knit jumper. I paid, have I put what I paid for that? Probably around, I think I've got my cog on there, my cost of goods. I've got it for the next one. Oh yes, I have. Right, so I paid £6.50 for the jumper. I sold it on eBay for £35, free shipping. I did free shipping because eBay would like me to do that. And in order to have the Premier Crew badge, what's it called? You know, that Premier Seller thing, badge, they want me to do free shipping. So I did free shipping. and they want me to promote it, so I promoted it because I've got literally about 7 or 8 bits on eBay at the moment, so I just try and I'm doing what they're asking of me. So I promoted it at their suggested rate, their ad fee of 9.1%. So it sold for £35. The ad fee was £3.19 plus VAT, which was 64 pence. So altogether, the ad fee was £3.83. The final value fee was 11.9%. So altogether, that came to £4.17. I got the top. That's right. I got the top rated seller discount of taking off 42 pence. So that brought it down to £4.05 plus VAT of 81 pence. I hope you're following this. So altogether, my final value fee was £4.86 plus £3.83 ad fee. So total fees to eBay was £8.69. So I sold it for £35. The cost of goods was £6.50. eBay fees of £3.83 and £4.86 brought it down. So the net profit was, no, sorry. We need to take off postage and packing as well off that, don't we? Yeah. So take off, say, £3 small parcel, 48 tract, a couple of pence for a poly mailer. Take £3 off for that as well. And that brings the profit down from £35 sale to £16.81. And I would say, I often pay more than £6.50 for an item to sell as well. And it might not even go as far as, 35, I think was a reasonable sale. But out of that, I got £16 something. And when I worked that out, I thought I'm just going to have a look at see where we are with fees at the moment, as I'm not eBaying a lot. I thought, well, I found that quite shocking. So my little lesson is, please keep checking your fees. If you go, oh gosh, I'm desperate, right, I'm going to do it at the suggested ad fee rate, just keep checking it, because if that had been a £20 sale, wouldn't have been worth listing. Right. And here is the comparison. This is Depop. I sold a Guess like 90s Y2K shoulder bag, and I sold it for £45 plus £25 postage, P&P, postage and packing, which I was very lucky because the person that bought it lived in Switzerland. So that was like, and I didn't really, I think I may have had a quick, but I just kind of, when I was setting it up, went, oh, international fee, well, I think probably 25 is going to cover it. Fortunately, it did, because the post and packaging to Switzerland cost me £22.39. So I was lucky there. So £45 sale. I did pay £12 for the bag. I think this is so much more reasonable. The Depop fee, and they paid by PayPal. So I didn't know about this, but so the Depop fee was 10% of the entire thing, which was the bag and the post and packaging, which came to, the lady paid £70. The Depop fee was 10% flat. They've taken £7. And the whole of the £70, I didn't realize this how it worked with Depop, came into my PayPal. Oh, that's a good point. So I will have incurred a PayPal fee as well, which I haven't included on this. Didn't realize that, because it's gone directly into my PayPal. But before the PayPal fee, I've ended up with £28.61, which is a lot more reasonable in my book. So, Depop, I'm finding it feels, it is slower than eBay for me. But then I haven't got that many things on. Then I've sold 2 things so far on my Depop journey. But thought that was interesting to go over that. So please bear in mind fees when eBay's trying to get you to do promotion and all the rest of it. Just check on what you're paying. Good morning, Mum of 5 sons. So on to, Yeah, let me know how you are. Let me know how your sales have been this week, please. I'm always interested to know. Right. Yeah, 10 items I picked up this week, which I will make a clear £10 profit on. 8 bits of clothing, 1 accessory, 1 hard good. I'm going to make you wait for that hard good as well. It's going to be right at the end. Right. So let's start. Ooh la la. Oh God, I've got to come out from under my blanket. Oh, what should I do? Maybe if I move all this crap over here. I mean, all this quality stock. Let's put it down here. I wanted to turn it over, I think. Ugh. Let's put this on. Put my blanket up there. Oh, shite. Need a blanket. Right. So first thing, I think, oh, fuck's sake, sorry. These, I don't know if it's the Vivienne Westwood passing or, but tartan, I think's, I don't know, does it ever go out? It's kind of like a classic, isn't it? So we've got a tartan kilt, got its little pin there, or its big pin, wool, and it's made by the James Pringle Weavers, pure new wool. I've paid £4.50. Vintage, I think. I'll have to check that for the sizes. Yeah, I paid £4.50, and comps on eBay are looking at £30 to £40 plus P&P. So, mind you, so what does that leave me with? So if I promoted that, I would end up with about £16 profit based on the so it is a clear tenner, but based on the calculations we just did. So clearly, if you want to sell it elsewhere where there aren't any fees, I'm just saying. Right, so that's that. And I think, tartan kilts and that, you can't see me, can you? Let me do it from sitting position, and I can put my blanket back on. Good morning, Sam. Just got out the shed, it's bloody freezing. Yeah, well, I've got my granny blanket on, and I've got it on high. Oh yeah. Right. Next up. Oh, this one's fabulous. Right. It's there we go. It's a Red or Dead. Look at that for a statement jacket. Red or Dead jacket. Now, so I paid £6 for this, and comps are looking at £25 to £30 plus P&P on eBay. And this shop, the rest of their stuff, like I kind of gauge things on, right, what are we doing on prices in this shop? Look at some white stuff and see how they price that. And I use that like as a gauge. Yeah, because the charity shops still think white stuff's great. So, and this was cheaper than white stuff jumper in there. All right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you just don't rate this then. But Red or Dead, I thought, so I remember it from like the 90s. I thought it went under, but it didn't. I looked it up. It was sold, like the original Red or Dead owners sold it in the late 90s on, and I think maybe that, I don't know if that killed it a bit. So it's still going, but yeah, so I assumed this was vintage, but maybe it's not vintage. What is it? It's called Red or Dead Dead Dandy. Yeah, maybe it's not vintage. Maybe it's a newer one. But anyway, yeah, cool. So £6 into 25 to 30 before fees. I mean, you're not going to find Red or Dead in every shop, but it's still a brand I would say I'd pick it up if you see it for £6. Bills and Moon, I only aim for £10 profit. Well, yeah, it's for me, if I get a tenner, it's bread and butter, keep churning it. Happy with that, relatively quickly. If I get 20, or more, then that's a banger for me, because I don't. Well, one of the things is, like everybody says, clothing's plentiful, or you've got to work with your supply, haven't you? What you can get hold of. And also, I mean, I'm quite happy. When I was picking up some of this stuff, what I was chuffed to bits, I did bring back quite a lot, was that I was finding stuff for £5-6, and I'm used to paying £10 up, £10-12, and like I get a bit like if it's 15, I'm looking at comps in a shop but that's what I'm used to. So see stuff for around the £5 mark, 5-6, I was like, oh, lovely, yeah. Bills and Moon, but I buy most of my stuff for 50p. Nice. Yeah, I mean, if I can get the money back plus the 10 profit quickly, it's fine for me. Dig, my fee percentage works out at 15% of total sale price plus post. Is that, see, I found Etsy to be around 15%, and eBay would if you weren't promoting. Is that eBay, and do you not promote, Dig? I mean, what pushed that other one up is that I promoted at the suggested amount. And of course, I'm doing free postage to have that top rated seller badge. RJ might get £5 profit on one thing, but 150 profit on another. The balance always works out. Yes, that's the other thing, an average. But these are all like, it's going to be £10 plus. So, and kind of, I mean, generally, yeah, I just pick these up from trousers. You know, it's nothing particularly special. I'm trying to show this is kind of, these are in the trousers kind of thing, in my opinion. Right, so, I mean, we all see these, don't we? Weird Fish macaroni top. It's like a cherry red. I know it's looking a bit washed out there. It was £5, and I think this would usually be priced up more, but it needs a wash. It's got some gunk down the front. There you go, you can see that. And I had a little pick, and it was like dried, and like, right, yeah, just needs a wash. That'll come out. So yeah, Weird Fish macaroni top. Now new, it would have been about 70 quid. Currently though, they're in the sale for 49. So I would do well to wait for the January sale to finish before I put mine up. And they're currently selling for £25 to £30 plus P&P. So yeah, from a £5. So happy with that. And they are everywhere, aren't they? Almost all Etsy, yes. Yes, I found Etsy and eBay if you're not promoting, but then it's hard. I find it's hard not to promote these days. Very similar on fees. I think Depop comes slightly under, but yeah. But I'd love to sell more on Etsy, but it's getting it going for me. Sam, average buy price is £6, average selling price 30. Happy with that? Yeah. So do you promote, Sam? I don't know if you saw my breakdown at the beginning. Yeah. So just to go over that, actually, if I hadn't promoted on eBay, that £35 sale with free ship, if I hadn't promoted, which cost me £3.83, that would have brought me up to more like a £20 profit on that hand knit jumper. More like a £20 profit, yeah, which is reasonable, isn't it? But it's there if you promote. It really does take a chunk out if you're doing bread and butter. So I'm only promote old stock every year old. Yeah, that is a good way of doing it. Sam, Weird Fish macaroni sell good and quick. Yeah, but yeah, bear in mind there's a sale on at the moment at Weird Fish, so probably good to keep hold of your macaronis for a minute. Right, so I've got an Arc'teryx here, £7.50. Again, they had like Nike, nothing in particular, and other stuff priced up much higher than this. And I've had a by the way, if you've got a label printer and sometimes it goes it loses its mind and starts spitting out tons and tons of labels, I keep those labels because they're really sticky, you know, like sticky rollers, and they're really good for getting fluff off. And it was all it was like it'd been washed with a tissue. So I've pulled it all off and now it's good to go. So yeah, Arc'teryx, it's a size, it's a large ladies, 12 to 14, Arc'teryx Polar Tech fleece, but it's a grid or sweater. It's a grid fleece or sweater. You see that little pattern? Reminds me of the 80s, this, like an 80s kitchen, that kind of grid thing. So, can we see much? What's that down there? Oh, that's its little, looks like a cave drawing, but that's what they've got on the Arc'teryx. And that's the label. That's the label, and those are currently going for, so brand new, these would cost 100, this would have cost 100 to 150, and they're currently going for about £30 plus P&P. So again, 750, clear tenner profit minimum out of that, and all, you know, saleable. I mean, and the Red or Dead is a bit dressy, but it's a bit funky. I do struggle to pick up, you know, like nice dresses or occasion wear. I've had a lot of people saying, oh, you know, I'm getting stuff in for wedding season. I just can't sell it. And I don't, it's like my heart isn't in it, or I'm picking the wrong stuff. So I do pick up a lot of, you know, kind of leisure wear and jumpers and fleeces, and I like selling it. Sam, I do, however, run sales and send offers daily. Yeah, I'm straight on offers. Bills and Moon. I read on eBay yesterday that eBay sponsored Love Island last year, correct? And are doing it again this year. Great. That is good, because it's really bringing pre-loved into the mainstream. I tell you what, the Chazzers on Saturday were jammed. I went to Wokingham, and it was like a party in those shops. I was talking to one of the managers, and she's going, yeah, I'm trying to get out as much as I can. I said, yeah, it's brilliant, isn't it? Because like there was queues at the tills. I'm not used to going on Saturday, I suppose. Right, so next we have, I'm going to come back to the hard good, remind me. Right, some leggings. Here we go with the, I mean, I don't wear sportswear unless I'm wearing it just because I'm wearing it with a jumper. I mean, I don't do sports. I'll just, whisper that. It's a nice khaki colour. Now, I love finding this sort of thing. It's a bit like finding a Sweaty Betty, where they're like, oh, I don't know what that is, but you find the little dots. And it's the same with Lululemon. So there's the Lululemon tag, design, logo. It reminds me a bit of the Under Armour one, but that's the Lululemon one. And often the Lululemon tag, if I've got any handy, is so long, everyone cuts it out. So a lot of people just don't know what it is. Right, so at £4, which I'm more than happy to pay for Lululemon. And these, what are these currently going for? £20-ish plus P&P. So, you know, you can get them for £4, and they should go relatively quickly as well on pretty much any platform. I think it's quite popular at the moment, Lululemon. Obviously big in America. I don't know if it's all come from America, if they're all imports or what. Right. Good morning, Funky Nail. Next up. Oh, this is the accessory. Where are you, lovely? Where are you? Okay. I should model this one. Very 90s Y2K. Probably not with this jumper, but maybe with this jumper. Love this. Love it, love it, love it. There aren't many comps, but I'm confident. I'm absolutely confident. I managed to get this for a £1. It's a Morgan. If anybody remembers Morgan, I think it went under in the late 90s. It was, oh word, I remember some of the white clothing in there. I was like, no, I can't be wearing that stuff. You know, like all kind of just very fitted white clothing for clubbing. But anyway, this for £1, 90s Y2K bags, like the Guess thing. I would certainly expect paid £1, so I'm thinking probably about an clear £15 profit at least on that one. Love that. yeah, keep your eyes out for those. Neil Murray, Pam Bell, Lamb Bell is definitely good. It's definitely, I'm going to read that out now. Can I? There you go. It's definitely getting sex favours from the Pat Click management. Don't dare me to not put something like that up. Right. Next up. Right, cashmere. Now, around these parts, it's 18, 20, 22 pounds these days, but I wonder if they're even selling it. So very surprised to find this one for £6.50. It's Pure Collection, which is a good make for cashmere. And I was checking it all over and like, why is that £6.50? You know, you just don't find it for that now. And I was like, I mean, it's soft-ish, but I wonder if feels thin. I wonder if it's had a lot of debobbling because there's no bobbling on it. Feels very thin. So I'm not sure. However, so cashmere used to go for a lot more, and Pure Collection was a make that I would have been really chuffed. Well, I'm still chuffed to find at that price, but it will still go for £20 to £30 plus P&P. So if you can get it cheap enough, obviously, still pick up the cashmere. And if you get it home, you find it's a whole, then obviously you can bundle it up and sell it to people for crafts. I think I've missed something there. Oh yes, right. We've got some Gudrun Sheridan, which is, so I paid £4.75 for this, which I think is a very good price. There's the label for Gudrun. And it's a nice large size as well, but it is a bit pilly. It's a cotton one, and I think they often go like this because I've got another one and it's a bit like this. So if it wasn't pilly, it would be worth a lot more. I think even in this condition, probably looking at £30 plus P&P because it's pretty popular. Sam, if you're still in, if you think I'm incorrect on that, then let me know. But I still think 30 quid plus P&P. What did I pay? £4.75. So happy with that. Trainers. This is a bit different for me. However, I'm using this as an example, but actually I think they're going to be for me. New Balance trainers. Probably certain styles still go for decent money, but this is more of a bread and butter. I got them for £3.50. I'm only a 4, so they're lush. I haven't bought new trainers in years, so I think I'm going to keep those. And they would still, even at small size, go for 20-25 plus P&P, I believe. Nice condition too. So yeah, New Balance. Everyone knows New Balance, don't they? And the last item, I think this is going to make a nice round half an hour. Hard goods, and I picked these up. I've got 3 of them. It's a plate. Store was in, he'd know this design. I picked 3 of these up for £1 each. And they, I think on auction currently, there's somebody selling 2, and per plate it works out about 18 or 19 pounds per plate plus P&P, and the auction hasn't finished yet, and that's on eBay. So happy days. I've got 3, and it's Denby Marrakesh design. I think this is mid-90s. And there aren't many of them about. There doesn't seem to be many like being for sale at the moment. So I've just put mine on Etsy. Did I put it? No, I haven't put it on the bay. I've put it on Etsy. So Neil taps on screen. Have I muted everyone? Oh, sorry. Was it the me highlighting the sex comment? Yeah, but if you see this design, I would say grab it because there's not much of it about, and people want it for replacement bits for their sets. That is my top tip. Okay, and that is 10 items, isn't it? yeah. So, yeah, everybody is a bit quiet. Have I gone mute? And that'll be it for this morning. What am I doing next? I don't think I am going to go out today. I'm going to list everything that I've picked up and go out again tomorrow, give the Chazzers a chance to process the donations from the weekend. Hope everyone has a lovely week. Let me know what you thought of this video. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and let me know how your sales are. Chris, I'm cleaning Wii controllers, but listening. Oh, sorry, everyone's Rachel. I'm busy. Listen, everyone's going. Oh no, I'm still here. Yeah. Have a lovely week. Bye bye, don't die. I'll see you next week. I'll be on Insta, in the meantime.